We've been talking
We have.
this morning about saving money to send your kids away to college and just how overwhelming it can be. Tom Stockett from Cleveland Wealth is with us this morning. And Tom, when you talk about this and you sit there as parents, you go, there's no way I can save the amount of money I need to save. You got to get past that and just start, right?
You got to work it into the budget. It's very important, as we said before, piece by piece, bite by bite. Whether it's $50 a month, $100 a month, $200 a month, you've got to set those goals and make it a priority. And there's specific ways to go at it.
What about, some parents say, you know what, I'm just going to dip into my 401k. I'll just do that and I'll pay for college that way. Do you advise that, or do you say that's not a good idea?
I certainly don't advise that. We really need to get into a mentality of saving instead of borrowing. Take this concept here. If you save $200 a month for the next 10 years at about a 6.8% interest rate, it will grow to approximately $34,000. If you wait until that point and borrow that $34,000 and then pay it back over a 10-year period of time at 6.8%, it will cost you $390 a month, almost double the amount. So let's not dip into our retirement savings. We can't get a loan to retire. We need to start thinking about saving now. And if we're past that point and there is no savings there for school and it's time for our child to go to school, then we need to start researching financial aid opportunities.
Right, student loans, and the kids have to have skin in the game as we move forward.
Absolutely.
So investment vehicles, that's where you got to start looking. And how do people go about where they invest their money and how they invest their money, because that's the critical aspect of here. $100 a month isn't going to get you anywhere. It's having the right investment vehicle.
You got it. And you want to start as early as possible, right when the child is almost born. You've got 18 years ahead of you. But going to the investment vehicles, the majority of folks out there are just using traditional savings accounts, which I don't necessarily advise, okay? At the current low interest rates, that money really isn't going to grow over time. There is what's called a 529 plan. Many of them, they're sponsored by each of the states that are out there, and they can be tax advantage, grow tax deferred, and pay out tax free if used for qualified educational expenses. You're going to want to check with your financial advisor and your tax preparer which vehicle is best for you, but you got to get that money growing.
Right.
All right.
You just don't want to be overwhelmed.
Right.
You've got to start. And any amount of money that you save now are dollars that you're not going to have to borrow when the time comes.
You got it. It's going to be an expense that's going to be had by you or by your children. It's time to do your homework now and get a game plan together.
Thanks, Tom.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you for coming. We'll be right back.